How can you brainwash people into believing what you want? Russia has it down to a science. In Soviet times, Moscow journalism students studied Spets, or combat propaganda, the art of sowing discord in the enemy's ranks. Spetspropaganda is studied in today's Russia as well. Here are some of its secrets. The audience is divided into two categories, those who think critically and those who don't. The first ones are persuaded. The second, subjected to suggestion. Persuasion targets the intelligence of the victim. Here are some of the tactics. Repeat ad nauseum. Invented by Nazi propagandist-in-chief, Dr. Goebbels. Repeating works best when you have a big lie. The bigger the lie, the more likely people will believe it. During the Cold War, the USSR sold half the world a big lie, that the USA invented AIDS. Today, Russia's big lie is that the US-backed Ukrainian Nazis want to commit ethnic genocide against Russians in eastern Ukraine. Russian Central TV airs staged interviews and fakes to illustrate the big lie and smear the Ukrainian army.
И это называется показательная казнь. Взяли ребенка 3 лет, мальчика маленького, в трусиках, футболке, как Иисуса, на доску объявления прибили. И вот это все на маминых глазах. Маму держали. И мама смотрела, вот это все, как ребенок истекает кровью, крики, визги.
Huge amounts of people are buying it, like Manas from Kyrgyzstan, who came to fight Ukrainian Nazis, but left without finding any.
Я-то думал, там фашисты эти, потом оказалось, что никаких фашистов я не видел в принципе.
The Primacy effect, also by Goebbels, who said the communication must reach the audience ahead of competing propaganda, because we are predisposed to prioritize the first version we hear. Russia used this effect in the first weeks of the occupation of Crimea. Prior to the military operation, Russia went into overdrive, portraying the Euromaidan revolution as a neo-Nazi coup and a Russian takeover of the peninsula as a way of escaping it.
That someone could, some nationalist figure, some semi-fascist element. We've seen lots of people, with those signs of the armbands, with swastikas.
Not only did many Crimeans believe this lie, Western media did too. The myth of a neo-Nazi coup in Ukraine persists to this day. The 60-40 principle, to cultivate trust in a source, makes 60% of its coverage objective and 40% of it manipulation. Make sure the source looks like it has special knowledge not covered by official sources, that it has the image of being objective, independent, and alternative, adopting a wider perspective, just like Russia's flagship propaganda outlets, RT and Sputnik. Suggestion aims to influence the subconscious. It's like hypnosis. It works well with those who are afraid or depressed. It's emotional and employs figures of authority, like experts nobody's heard about.
And nonetheless, Ukraine remains enthusiastic about joining NATO. President Poroshenko has claimed that he wants to hold a referendum on membership. Even if it was a positive outcome, do you think that would make any difference to NATO?
Absolutely not, no. It's not. He can talk about a referendum. He won't talk about the sham election that put him in power or the refusal to allow the East self-determination. But he would say that this referendum should pass.
It claims its narrative is close to the people, tells half-truths, places labels, assures that the majority shares this viewpoint, and makes sweeping generalizations. Suggestion usually happens between the lines. The restlessness, fear, or apathy one might feel after watching RT is the result of suggestion, the goal being to achieve a weakening of the moral political potential of the population and military of a potential enemy. One common tactic of suggestion is the rotten herring. Make up a scandalous accusation against someone. Doesn't matter if it's fake. Watch the flame wars between supporters and opponents begin. Doesn't matter if it's disproved. The rotten herring smell will always follow the victim. Russia did this to post-Euromaidan Ukraine, but the tactic has been used against election frontrunners and anybody else the Kremlin wants to smear.